improving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Taking it about the 1. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. Over the 25 to the 26. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he takes this one into the end zone. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal that this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. For a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go. Chop alert.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play, big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Judy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 5, and now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And a contact right time there. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there. Only 29 yards on the punt, though. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they are. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, Jackson. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch call for him made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Got it. Ready?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw here is incomplete.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's
Here we
almost
go.
a good psychological advantage, isn't it?
Past the 60,
You created a
past the
penalty,
60.
and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll throw over the middle, take it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they picked up here. Good for 17 on a first down.
Ready. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Deep ball there on second down, they were lined up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
The touch and time right there during those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's double down right for them here in the first time. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a kick.
No, it's not there. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's
So
go now.
second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of
On
field
the
goal
goal, on
range.
the goal, now. Ready, ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And the Giant rush gets hosed. Down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they've got to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. The right end. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 62 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go, here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Flushed out right. They'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 20 he'll go before hauling out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
They set up the screen. This is Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something we haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
60 by 6.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the toss will sail into the hands of his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now they didn't run after it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You will too.
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, Williams shifts by him. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His
back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Williams running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Let's go now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it and letting it through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll drop the throw. Rushing down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they will do it and lead as it's up to 6. So that gets a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man. That's it with the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll wind up getting just a yard. That brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a defense you want balance when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. He's taken in by his big tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Darren Waller, 38 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Lions. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On the ball now.
The crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Trying there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield and run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Barkley taking it right down Broadway. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for the Jets, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.